Damn, son. Getting chubby and shit. I remember a lot of things now. Most importantly, the one that's coming back to me is when I first awakened myself. I was watching this podcast of this Shaolin monk master, and it was talking to, I don't know Jordan who, but they're having a discussion of how you can separate the spirit from the mind and the body. Guys, there's a reason why they call us four-dimensional beings. The things that we see in the three-dimensional are the things that we can touch, feel, hear, see, taste. But the fourth dimensional speaks about the spirit. I mean, soul. Your soul is what's fourth dimensional. But what's in the mind, body, and spirit, we all experience. Now, the spirit of wrath, that is what I have. Do I have it or did I have it? Honestly, now the one thing that has been coming to me is fear. Fear of people, of what they could do when they are exposed to the truth. Bro, when you try and tell someone the truth, they literally kill you for it. That's what I experienced in social movement. As I was explaining the gospel of God, I was dragged away to be shown to people how crazy I am. And I feel the only reason why that happened was because I had sex with a Sangoma. But I got pulled into a different system. And then I was in the system of trying to break free from this enslavement of how the system has enslaved everyone. Lecturers, mentors, tutors, to even students. How can you have control over something that you don't even know how to define? That's one thing Muzin Tabela made me realize. I can't have control over my soul if I don't even know how to define it. One thing that stuck with me from that guy was the question, what is the name of your soul? And ever since then, I was hungry for that answer. But it did distort my reality a bit. It brought me away from who I am, currently Joe Frank Holmes. And my duty at the time, becoming a person that would be breaking generational curses. And the generational curse that my family has now is poverty. I came back home, and the one thing I can see is just how trapped a nigga be. I'm trapped because the spirits that they talk about, I think are associated with 7 emotions. You know, I'm gonna do research on that and come back with a more detailed explanation. But the one thing I needed to overcome was anger. Now I haven't overcame it yet, just faced it, and I can say that it's not pretty down there. All your scars come up to the surface, and yo, that shit makes you feel fucked up. The messed up part about it is when I was experiencing a point of excitement in my spiritual journey, I was dubbed crazy. I don't blame them for doing that because I had to act out for them to not hurt me. I broke windows, even fucking fucked the floor. Yeah, that is kind of crazy. But I was adapting to the reality that I seen right now. People do what they see, dude. They do what they are faced to do. Don't know if you can see this. Yeah, this, and this, and this. Okay, no, this is fresh. But this and this was when I broke that window. And CPS, the 6 niggas that were holding me down, Teddy Bocha, Siyabonga, Manolisi Rafuza, Khonse Machaba, Koketsu, and Nonchalant. I feel if I didn't say you are not alone, that those motherfuckers were gonna beat the shit out of me, you know. But then again, maybe there was a part of myself that was still trying to adapt to reality. I can't not say I didn't deserve that. I deserved every part of that because, hey man, nigga was losing his balls. I know I was saying A, B, C, D, E, and at bad book. But instead of there being support for me, there was control. My friends tried to control me then. Oh, by the way, I cut my hair because I'm going through a new phase. But this is the last time I'm cutting this hair. I'm gonna grow it out. I'm a Nazarite after all, so I gotta reclaim my power over the vow. Those who know, they know. I'm not gonna go into depth that if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't. What I realize is that everybody has had a spiritual awakening. Maybe one part of your mind, one part of your body. I've been going through a lot. I had three first. The three was when I got reawakened in my body, realizing that I can do whatever I want to do with my body. It can become whatever I want it to be based on what I do to it. And the second one was my mind, meaning that most of the times the things that we think are not actually true, or they're based on just one part of our perspective. And then the third one was my spirit, the warrior spirit. I realized that that spirit was indoctrinated by the son of wrath, because I always had rage. I still have rage. I'm not gonna lie about that. But then the last one was when I discovered my soul. Spirit, body, and mind are all three-dimensional shit. The moment I discovered my soul, I was like, damn, now I see. You know what I realized? That we all controlled. We all controlled. And we all controlled because we want to be. Understanding the world and everything around us is very complex. But for those who have unlocked it, you're forced to keep a vow of silence. My family doesn't understand. I have to always fight with them. They only understand anger. And now that when I speak with anger, they hear me. But once I'm chilled and everything, they want to control the nigga. Why is that? I realize those with egos do not like me because I don't foster any household for any ego. I don't have an ego anymore. My ego is going through a death. The one thing that's difficult about me is overcoming this anger. This anger that I have put me through this mental psych ward phase where the only thing I came to notice was how much I wanted to fight back. And look at my knuckles. They fucked up because of how much I've been fighting. Now, deep down inside, the only thing I want to do is to make sure my body becomes that of a god. The reason why I feel like the only time people respect you is when they know they can't do you shit. And now, realizing that in the Hebrew calendar, I'm born in the month of Tevet, meaning winter, that I was formed in my mother's womb during winter, and I got born in summer. I have this inclination of wanting to gym during summer and wanting to gain or bulk during winter, so I told myself that, okay, why not just bulk? But then again, I'm put in a new system. And I'm being fed psychosis tablets because apparently my weed addiction triggered psychosis and I went into an episode. But what they're not telling me is that my trauma and my pain that I've experienced, that I've so desperately wanted to be seen and heard, wasn't seen and heard. And because it wasn't seen and heard, I went through a phase where I broke through myself out of my pain. But when I did that and I started adjusting to reality, I started realizing that these motherfuckers, all of them, they need a sense of breaking free. You can even see here around my mouth. This is the reaction that my body has with these tablets that I'm drinking. And the only thing I can hold on to is my spiritual connection to myself. Because my mind gets distorted. Like, literally. And I can't do shit because my parents are also forcing me under this shit. Now, the question is, why can I not speak about it? Why can't I put it out there? Is it because it's too much for people? And then I got to a point where I was like, fuck people, bro. People don't understand. But you know what? Freedom of speech is freedom of speech. I'm gonna leave it to y'all.